Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, and today we are in the dried up trenches, and for what it looks like with the cutscenes and everything, it looks like Louis is the one that makes the most sense because we find his Prometheus vestige here, and
Can't turn away anymore. Come on, let's hunt down the source.
see, and he has very interesting dialogues that are along the way here through the dried up trenches that make me think that he is the most appropriate here for what we are going to be doing in the dried up trenches, and so we're going to bring him along, and we're also going to run Perseus here with some gift accelerators and just a bunch of blood gifts, and so our main bread and butter will be execution for sure, and beyond all of that we are just going to hope for a backstab here and there, because as you'll see here, our backstabs are incredibly recovery centric for our ability to get iCore back and stuff. So and we will be just using basically execution almost our entire way through here, so definitely want to go for a backstab. Now as you saw there, we were able to stagger this guy considerably because of the ability that the pipe still does crush damage, and it still is capable of staggering folks no problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and just take that guy out. Now these guys will pop up here, which is fine, because then we can just do this, and then we can grab this guy on a backstab. Maybe. There we go. Good grief. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and take care of this guy. And take care of this guy. Okay, very good. And we'll take care of this guy. So, bringing Louis along here is definitely, most appropriate, it seems. However, he is probably one of the worst slated and revenants that you could bring along with you in this area, just because he's, not very stout of heart, I guess you could say, in how you encounter the enemies here and stuff. So it's kind of an issue. Let's go for the big damage here. And so the major benefit to us here is going to be what we do in whoops, there we go, what we do in backstab land. If we are capable of getting a backstab, then we will be very well off. If we can't get a backstab, then we just have to kind of take our positions here as best we can. But we should be okay, all things considered, to go for literally whatever we want to at any point in time. And it is a great thing that we're able to constantly get massive iCore back and massive damage. So we were talking about the no-hit run, and as you can see, this is the first place in the game where you can get camouflages. So if you are going for the no-hit run and you want to get camouflages, this is that one place where you can farm over and over if you need to get some camouflages. Oops. But that guy went for the charge attack first and foremost, so that is very unfortunate that he went for that charge attack there at that moment in time to knock us off the edge. That is really sad that that's the case. But if you are going for camouflages, you can farm them up here, and you can get quite a few off the bat. If you are so looking for that to be able, okay, can't get the backstab, but that's okay. And I didn't get the execution there either. So we are striking out on a great many things here. But it is very, very nice that we are completely able and capable to get huge amounts of ichor back, because that is the only way that we are able to do anything here. And so we need to, you know, keep track of that. Okay. Yep, Louis gonna kill him. And here we can go for a launch attack, which is great. That we're not necessarily going for the amount of damage on those attacks, but we are going for the amount of ichor recovery. So that's very, very nice. We'll take a backstab here. We'll fill up, and then we'll head around the corner here. Let's go for big damage here. Now, Vodnik Mass is an interesting gift, just because of the fact that you do get it fairly early in your first playthrough, and it can be a one-shotting boss ability. Very strong. 6.5 times multiplier. It's just the problem with it is the blood element, and that is really unfortunate that it is blood, but it is nice that it is something that we can use in order to get pretty high damage across the board, while still, you know, having a possibility at really big damage. So it's very nice to have it. Okay, let's knock that guy down, and then let's go for a backstab. Now Louis should go over there and get shot by the shotgunner, I believe, and so we'll have to wait for him. Let's go for this guy. Okay. And then let's go for Vodnik Mass on this guy, just to remove him from the game altogether, because he is exceptionally awful. And let's get him parried up here before Louis runs over and ruins all of our fun. And now hopefully we don't get slashed off the edge here. And so, oh look, our haze is right here, which is an interesting place to be. Okay, and you can see now that this guy is not in a position here for us to, you know, knock us off. He was sitting down. Yep, me too, Louis. Me too. So that's typically what happens is he's sitting down, but that time he was sitting and waiting for us, which was very interesting and different. That is why we got thrown off the edge that time. Okay, so it's always a great checkpoint to get to that position, and you can see how Louis has a whole bunch of commentary along the way here, and it's pretty interesting to see how he operates here and what he's talking about most of the time. Okay. Okay, great. Now this we just have to do a bunch of quick drains there to make sure that we get enough ichor back. And I don't think we can hit this thing with the blades. Nope. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Okay, and we'll go ahead and load up on some ichor there. And now we have a lot of the big boys here to go through, so we'll go ahead and load up on some ichor here, because why not? We can always heal up along the way, and so it's important to you know, be as full on ichor as possible. And if you want to, you can do some little tricks here with how you go about healing. So you can do this and keep going, and then you can go for improved regeneration, and you can also go for regeneration shift, because we're now at 8 heals. And so if we do this and this, and we go for more health, more ichor here. We can heal, and we can heal up, which is great. And then we can go back to this and avarice. So that's a little bit of a trick there to make use of what we have available to us, and it's a great way to go about you know, getting health and ichor and everything back before you actually get into a big fight just like that, where you need, you know, lots and lots and lots of ichor to get through. And here we'll just go ahead and rest here. There's no real reason to go into the fight, you know, quicker than normal. And 30 ichor is plenty for us at this point. And so we'll just head on in. And the nice thing for us in this area is that there are the little guys that are running around, and they are capable of helping us get pretty big ichor recovery, just because of the fact that we can backstab them, which is very, very nice. Oops. There we go. And you can see that they can die very, very easily, which is very nice. So here we can wait for this guy to pop out. We can backstab him and load up on some big ichor here before we get into the next phase. Okay, great. And we can use that for big iframes. Oh. Oh. Wow, I got stun locked and I could not move. Okay. Well, as you can see, there's no free lunch in Vayne. You can do oh so very well, and then one little thing can happen, and you are just completely immediately erased and wiped off the face of the map here. So it's very, very enjoyable to run a build like this where you can constantly get health and damage and everything. It's pretty awesome how great you can actually run, you know, how you can run the different abilities here and everything. Okay, and let's go for some ichor here. Never mind. Whoops. And there we got one shot. There's 3,000 health that just disappears immediately, and that's where, you know, if you're playing on the max difficulty and everything's just one-shotting you, that's completely normal, and it's completely fine as well, because you can end things pretty quickly and pretty fast here in Vayne, and so you know, you can have an advantage over the enemy in pretty much every single way. So if we just do this and do that, we can get rid of his problems here. And we will get him staggered. Oops, never mind. And there's 3,000 damage. Okay, and let's just go ahead and get rid of this, and we'll just go ahead and load up here on some ichor. Oh, this is really bad timing. Come on. Oh. Why can't I get that backstab? There we go. It's a very, 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 very particular spot there. So interesting to make sure that you can activate that backstab position. Okay, we'll take care of him. And let's go ahead and get some of this going here, so we can load up on a little bit of ichor here. Okay, good. So as you can see, these gifts are very powerful here versus the insatiable despot, and it's interesting that it always takes my hat off there. Any kind of hair accessories, or any kind of like back accessories or anything, it always takes it off for that cutscene. But Louis seems the most appropriate via cutscenes and everything. But he's definitely one of the weakest for this fight because he gets slammed very hard. And even though we do have not like horrible defenses, they're still pretty low because we do have some pretty good blood resist, but our slash is very low. So not the best veil by any means for this area, but it does work out fairly decent for the damage side of things. We're basically just, you know, running around either killing the enemy or getting killed, one or the other. But yeah, this is a fun little build here for the dried up trenches, just to see, you know, kind of how you can maximize all the blood gifts all at one time. Getting 20 ichor on a backstab is or a parry is very beneficial here, that you can constantly keep your ichor count very high, very full, because it's very demanding. Here you need 10 and then 20 and then 6, so that's 26, and 6 more is 32, plus 10 is 42, plus 5 is 47, plus 4 is 51. So you need 51 ichor to constantly meet all of your requirements here, and that's very hefty of a requirement set. 51 ichor is no joke, so having the ability to get it back in two or three backstabs is very beneficial. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the dried up trenches here and the one shots that keep coming our way. So we'll see you guys in another one. Thanks, bye.